Welcome to another episode of Whiskey Sour Libations and Conversations. I am your host, Dominique Lovings, aka Hennessy, as some people like to call me.
Hey,
Um, this week's,
Hennessy.
this week's episode is not sponsored by Mills and Mash whiskey. Bottle's almost empty. I went through this pretty fast. It's pretty smooth.
Damn.
So don't do that. Don't do that. That voice y'all hearing is a guest that has been on here a couple weeks ago, and things got a little intense. So I want to unpack a lot of things with him. Dosia is back. Welcome back to the show.
Yo, what's good, man? I'm glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
I'm feeling naked without my dog, man. Shout out to Sleep. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand why, because what Sleepy said about me and my sister putting people in the blender is not true. We're not those type of people. And I don't know where he got this information from.
That I don't know. I've never officially met. I've never met your sister. No.
So you can't make these assumptions.
I cannot. I can only go.
Never had an intimate relationship. Steve and I went to college together. I was very heartbroken and offended, by the way.
I'm sorry. You know what? Let me apologize for my dog.
Don't apologize for him.
Don't
apologize for him.
Right.
No, he can apologize.
When you see this Sleep, you need to get that. You need to get that rolling, bro. Send that text in or send that DM in. Be like, y'all apologize. We don't want no bad smoke.
Yeah. No smoke. We were just talking about offline people moving to LA. He said that LA smelled very, very good. Like it smelled good out here. And I'm puzzled and confused because LA smells like shit and piss to me all the time. Everybody takes their animals everywhere, in which I've become that person. I can't. Well, I know when and where. I check to see if places are dog friendly. So if I have Zaza, I will. If it's outdoor seating or something, yes, I will bring her so she can get familiar, so she can also understand how she can and cannot behave.
Come on, Zaza.
So yes, but LA does not smell good. I just want you to know that, and I think you were hyped on.
I probably was. Like, it was so. Like the vibe was just good. I couldn't even tell you where we were. We were in. So I was in LA. My dean's birthday. Shout out to the Alphas. A5 A in the building. You know what I'm saying? Recognize, yeah.
So he's married to a young lady that I know.
You talking about Mike?
Yes.
Or Zach? Okay, Mike. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Yes. I know Jennifer through one of my girlfriends.
That's what's up. It was a good vibe, man. Like they took me out. They was like, yo, this is LA. Low key hockey. They was trying to market me to move out there because they was like, Dosia, I'm telling you, bro, like you come out here, it's just a whole new world. Like I'm just saying, we gonna go here, we gonna go there, and I'm just like, bro, this just look like it just everything was just like Tesla cars, Porsches, like. Where was no Corollas nowhere? Where was the Honda Civics? Like there was no Nissan Altimas. Every car was like.
I drive a Nissan Rogue now.
Well, listen,
I mean, yes, I used to drive a Lexus, so let's work.
Let me just throw that in there.
I buy that car
real quick
before so that was gifted to me. So let's make that clear. So when I had to buy a car, I had reality set in, and I was like. This is what I can do.
Yeah, big facts.
At the moment. So
big facts. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, it's they had us at I cannot remember the name of it because I really want to remember the name, but like just being like at a rooftop, right? It was connected to a rooftop theater, and like,
the Ace.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Fuck it, we'll call it that because I don't know fucking know. It was that. It was like the sunset in the hills. You saw the lights in the hills. And I'm just like, bro, this is what it is. I'm in fucking LA. This is what it is. Like, this is what it is when you just in LA. You're feeling the vibe. You're feeling good. People smiling at you. It must be happy hour.
People were smiling at you.
Yeah, it was like, hey, how you doing? Thank you. Hello. Hi.
How you see that through their mask?
Well, people didn't have masks on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you wear your mask everywhere? That's good. I
I
don't.
wear my mask. I don't play those games.
Real. I need to do a better job wearing my mask. I'm vaccinated though.
I'm
That shit comfy
vaccinated,
though.
but I'm about to get that booster tomorrow. I was gonna go today, but it's raining, so I don't want to drive in the rain.
Y'all, and I don't feel bad for LA people when they talk about weather. I just don't, because right now, St. Louis is 61 degrees, but I can
It's
promise
still
you
warmer than what it is in LA.
it is,
Y'all
but
had like almost an 80-degree Christmas. It was
almost.
cold as shit out here.
But it's gonna drop though, right? And when it drops to like fucking, I don't know, however it drops to, y'all gonna be like 80 degrees, 75 degrees. You know, it's just, come on, man. Like, it's not, dude, I was walking through UCLA campus, man. What? I was feeling good. So again, it
LA
was
is a vibe. I will say that. I was talking to one of my sister-in-law about it. And I was saying how LA people, we were talking about Insecure wrapping up. And I was saying how LA people are so pro LA. I remember like they think that this is the best place on earth.
Of course.
I will say it's definitely dope. Best place, don't know. We were in Cuba and my homegirl was like, I can't wait to get back to LA. And I'm like, this is a 4-day trip. What do you mean? What do you mean you can't wait to get back to LA? It's fucking Cuba, the land of men and mangoes. Like, I don't understand. But I mean, LA is dope, but that's not.
Again, probably full tourist mode, because I'm sure for every beautiful sight, there's a place where it's like, yo, this ain't where you want to be at when the street lights come on. You probably want to be up out this motherfucker because it's gonna get real. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. I mean, you got that everywhere. You feel me?
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've been here 11 years, so clearly it has tickled my fancy.
Congratulations.
Yes, it has been a journey. And speaking of journeys, I want to talk to you a little bit about Insecure, which will lead us to our core topic. I'm interested talking to a cis hetero male about your take on Insecure in the series finale. Like, what did you gather from the ending? Because it was a bittersweet ending.
That is a loaded question, because there is so many ways that you could take this. So, first of all, like, it's important that friendships, you have to have like important friendships. And when I say important, you have to have friendships that mean something. Like friendships that, like, so Issa and oh Lord, now Issa and her girl.
Molly.
Yes. Like, their relationship was one that I almost envied, right? I was just like, this is, to see two Black women like be like so open and so like in touch with their feelings. And even when they got into the argument, right, you were hoping like that they would get back together, but low key, because of how like Insecure be moving, you don't really know if they're gonna like, make amends, and you hate to see that. So like to see how it all was transpiring towards, and I ain't gonna go through the whole like season for season. I'm gonna keep it on last episode. I'm gonna try to, but like, I definitely want to say kudos to Nathan for sticking to his gut, trusting his boundaries. I feel like, oh man, and my DMs was blowing up because I said like shout out to Nathan on my Instagram story, and people was like, "What you mean shout out to Nathan? What you trying to say?" I'm like, well, like Nathan stuck to his ground, because when
y'all the light skin crew, so y'all gonna stick together.
Well, I'm not that light skinned, okay? It's the lighting. I'm very dark. Like, let's just not. Like, I'm very dark skinned right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you see this beard connect, and light skinned people don't have beard connects like this. You feel me? So, yeah, it's all good. But I feel like he stuck up for himself. Like, she kind of came to him with this, I love you, I want to be with you, and he was just like, where this come from? Like, where you come from with this? But I'm gonna jump in. Fuck it, I love you back. And I feel you. Like, he didn't want to be put in a situation where it was just more stress. Now, granted, I think some of his insecurities kind of showed, because you shouldn't be that prompted if you're confident in your relationship, to see the woman that you're dating or in love with, whatever, and you see her talking to her ex at the same, like you gotta play the role. Like you know what I'm saying? Don't go off like that. That ain't the place for that.
But you know what? For real, in that
Mm-hmm.
moment, I feel that I don't think that Nathan was really insecure because he just walked up and was like, yo, like, what's going on? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what's all this? Because he walks in and Issa is like, I think,
Yeah. Now
you
see,
know,
but see, if you look at it from where he was, you gotta take a step back. So if you were Issa, right? Let's say I'm Nathan, you were Issa, or no, you know what? Whatever. Let's say whoever else is there.
no, you can use
Oh,
me
yeah,
as an
I know
example.
that.
Don't,
But
it's okay. You're
what I'm
dating
saying,
me. Okay,
what
so
I'm saying
continue.
is, what I'm saying is,
Dating me, and then what happens?
would you let me know that your ex is going to be there, or would you want me to find out and just kind of play it how it goes?
Perfect question.
Mm-hmm.
That is a question that my sister and my best friend and I just talked about this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like Issa should have told Nathan prior to
Yeah.
going. I really feel like she should have been transparent with him about it. Even the fact that this nigga moved back, I think that she should have at least let him know. I mean, which would have sparked other conversations because it wasn't like her friends told her that he moved back. She follows him on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So that also would have been a
Oh, she
conversation.
called him too,
Yeah.
right? She
Yeah. So it's
That's right.
also
She did
that
call
would have been a
him.
conversation
Yeah.
like, okay, so what is this? What does this
Mm-hmm.
look like for me? Where
Yeah.
she and Nathan could have had a conversation about it. Absolutely. Even just a drop in the bucket, like, well, did he move back? Because I feel
Mm-hmm.
like it was a lot of things that happened where Issa was also at fault
Mm-hmm.
in a way.
Yeah.
Because I think she
Yeah.
should have let Nathan know. She should
Mm-hmm.
have. I would be mad, like you said, I would have, if I was blindsided in a situation where I'm in a space
Mm-hmm.
where it's somebody that either liked you, which has happened to me,
Mm-hmm.
and or in the space with your ex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
that's true.
yeah.
I think that I'm gonna get to Lawrence in a second, but as far as with Nathan, like the thing that I pulled from him was when they were in the car and they were pulling up, and he was just like, "Yo, that was embarrassing," you know. And I was like, "You kind of brought that on yourself, my dog. You could have played it a little better, but it is what it is." But he was just like, "Yo, like." Because he's bipolar. He was like, I am it's triggering for me. It's a lot of drama. I gotta take a step back.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, kudos to you for that. Because a lot of people, I imagine, I can't speak for everybody, but like a lot of people would have tried to stick it through and because they were looking for homes, I love you, you love me, like we can make this work. And it's just the reality that, like, listen, sometimes things happen where you got to take a pause, and you run the risk of obviously losing Issa, but
Mm-hmm.
you keep the safety of yourself. You don't lose
Yeah.
yourself in a
Yeah.
relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it was shout out to him for that. Shout out to Lawrence, because I didn't peep it until after the fact that
Mm-hmm.
he made her a wife. I didn't see that. I didn't see the
So I
ring.
think they were I don't know if they were married. I believe they were
He asked
engaged.
the question, and she said yes because the ring was flat. It was right there. I was like, I
Yeah.
didn't even see that. So
Yeah.
I thought that was
A
dope.
lot of people missed that.
Yeah, and like the blended family, you know what I'm saying? Like you got the kid
I
from the
still
other
hate that kid.
relationship. Huh? You said what?
I still hate that kid because of what it represents. You know what I mean?
But it was just dope to see. I mean, granted, I would have loved to see a little bit more, what happened here, what happened there, but at the what do they call it, the wind down, dude made a point where he was like, listen, there's not enough time in the world to find out what happens to everybody once the show is actually over, right? Just know that this is where it ended. They went on with their lives wherever they went to. And I thought that was clean. I mean, because the pettiness in me wanted to see what happened. I wanted to see it was gonna be around two. Are they gonna go
Honestly, I am with you. I felt like with it being the last season and we only getting 10 episodes, it wasn't like
Yeah.
y'all was extending. The episodes could have been a little longer where everything was and not even, and when I say each episode could have been like 30 minutes or 40 minutes,
Yeah. Yeah.
so much happened. And I think that, there were certain things that we like Kelly's situation,
Mm-hmm.
how they wrapped that up, but it was a lot of serious things that happen, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the mental health issue circles back, and
Mm-hmm.
how Black people, we retreat that and we make it a joke, like how the dude at the
Facts.
barbershop. For real, low key, I wish Nathan would
Facts.
have banged on him. But okay, growth. Um, no,
Yeah.
he should
Oh,
have
that
banged
was
him because
tough.
that was not right. That was not
That
right.
was like, yeah, yeah.
And then it circles back again where we kind of see what happens where reality really sets in for Kelly when they thought she died.
Yeah.
And it put so many things into perspective for her where
Yeah.
she, you know, didn't want kids. And now you meet this
Mhm.
person, you're like, I didn't just want anybody kids, I want this nigga
Come
kids.
on, this nigga kids. I was like, all right.
Then you have the perspective of Tiffany, where
Mhm.
it's like Tiffany, for a lot of people, Tiffany is goals. But
Mhm.
Tiffany has everything in the world. And
Yeah.
she's still not satisfied. She's still
I,
missing.
I really wanted to find out more about it. If there could have been a God, you know how okay, I'll take a step back. You know how Marvel does, like they do the big movie and then they do the individual movies with
Yeah.
everybody. Like I would have loved to see like an individual, like maybe Issa production on her, because she went through a marriage that, like, from what it seemed, that she wasn't really into. Then you had postpartum,
Mm-hmm.
which is a real issue with Black women that
Mm-hmm.
isn't talked about. I'm gonna leave that there.
That's why I want to eat my placenta. They say that helps with that. I'm gonna get my placenta turned into some gel caps.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, the mother of my child, she has it still in the freezer. So I'm just, when I go, I'm like, okay, hey, listen, I
Yeah.
couldn't. But so, hey, it's a known culture that some people actually just fry it up.
I ain't got to fry it up. I can take a tablet, a supplement every day.
I mean, it's from you, so why would you not
Yeah.
want it? It's your body. But I would have loved to see
Okay,
something
can
of
I say
hers.
something? I'm sorry to cut you off, but so I am that person that kind of believes that low key Tiffany was having an affair. And they gave us space to kind of create our own ideas of
Mhm.
what happened. But
Mhm.
there were things that happened leading up to the postpartum depression, her being in that hotel room
Mhm.
where there's holes. And there was a episode where she was supposed to be watching that show with Issa in them, and she didn't show up.
Mhm.
Her husband thought she was with them. She was not.
Mhm.
Then you end up disappearing for some days.
Right.
And then for us to find you at a hotel, like by yourself, I kind of think there might have been a nigga in that room. But that's me though.
Yeah. Being messy, it's all good. Well, I mean,
That's
listen.
me because I feel like maybe she felt like I've gotten everything I wanted and I'm not satisfied.
Yeah, you can see it in her face. Like
You
you can
see it
see
in
it.
her
You can see
face.
it.
She
You can see it
hates
in her
fucking
face.
Denver.
And also, I mean, well, she said it. She said it when they were like, "How you doing? I fucking hate it here. Like,
Right.
I am in this beautiful house." But like, it just goes to, when you hear about people that are like, well off financially, and they're in these huge ass homes, but they still feel like prisoners in their own homes.
Oh, yeah.
It brought to mind Will Smith and Jada when Will was like, I did this huge, ginormous like birthday celebration for her, and she hated it. Like she was just like, I could have just been. You never asked me what I wanted. You just threw this.
So,
Yeah, assumed.
yeah.
And I think that's one of the things that men, me, whoever else could do better is just listening before reacting. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You could have saved yourself a lot of time, and not even that, but like going towards insecure. Like, and I don't know if maybe I just didn't watch it enough to know if her husband was like how what kind of husband was he? Because we only saw him like in the reaction of like of course, I'm so where are you, what's going on, like why'd you disappear, which is fine, but outside of that, what kind of husband was he? Like, we know he was an involved dad and socialite.
I know
um
what you mean.
yeah, but like
I know what you mean.
but it was like we didn't get to see, like, how can you, knowing your wife doesn't want to go to Denver, knowing that she is, dealing with, first of all, and her daughter is the only Black kid in her class.
Yes.
Like, how are you as a husband going to allow your presence to still be felt, so your wife doesn't feel alone in her home, so that your daughter knows that she doesn't lose her identity in this classroom.
Right.
And like, I would have loved to see like an extended version, like just like 2-3 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Just like tie up some loose ends, man. You know, it was a lot of questions, and like, I'm not gonna lie, like all the way leading up to the episode before the final season finale, like I was kind of just like going through the motions. I was like, I'm not looking for like no like mess, but I'm just like, I need something, dog. I need something. Somebody gotta do something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we were getting so much happen in that first episode, so many different scenarios. And you thought that you would have gotten different perspectives. Like, I remember, even if it was like episode where it touched base on different people's scenarios, because we've had that one season after the breakup. Remember, Kelly ran the race, and I think Lawrence also ran that race, but it was like this time frame and this person's. We're seeing life through that lens.
Facts.
And I just feel that, I mean, I think what's great about Insecure is we're able to have these dialogues.
Right.
There's some people that relate. There's some people that don't relate. But it's also the reality, because in the end, we saw Molly kind of become the villain a little bit. And then we saw them being able to work through it. Now, I want to give it this disclaimer. Just because Molly and Issa work their shit out, don't mean you might need to work that shit out with the bitch that you fell out with. You might not need to work it out.
That's true.
Because some things really do run their course. Friendships run their course. I was very transparent with you guys. I talk about it. I definitely ended a friendship of 20-something years last year.
Damn.
You know?
And that's still fresh.
Yeah, so it's still fresh. I still kind of have nightmares about it. You wonder if you made the best decision, but I made the best decision for myself and for my peace of mind and my mental health. So, with that being said, some things run their course and leave them dead.
Yeah, that's true.
If it's something that where it seems like there was a lot of miscommunications happening between the two of them, y'all should be able to talk and work it out. And every man that you date, it ain't Lawrence either, y'all. I want y'all to know that. Leave that shit dead.
Yeah, it's facts.
Now, if you feel like there are things that you can work through and you can learn and grow from, and this person is understanding of you, by all means, fix that shit. Because it's tough. I live in LA.
What? I mean, again, this is me totally being a tourist, thinking like LA is just perfect. Everybody just lives on the beach. It's like 85-degree weather. There's beautiful drinks and like balloons and shit everywhere. Like,
try Miami.
Well, no, I've been to Miami. Miami dirty as a motherfucker. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, South Beach is. Oof. Yeah, I done seen some things. It ain't.
I found. Listen, people in St. Louis question why I am not married in this deluxe apartment in the sky, and I'm like, you're seeing things from the gaze of they're superficial. This is superficial. You're looking at me just totally based on appearance.
I believe that.
And I'm human. And I'm just like, there are certain things that I need in a partner. And a lot of these guys, a lot of them don't date Black women. Then
that's still a thing. That's real. What?
This is a thing. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I thought I would not have an issue in LA. I'm gonna be for real. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I didn't think I would have an issue dating a Black man in LA. I also realized that it's a melting pot, where St. Louis is really not. It's very black and white. You got pockets of other races out there, but it ain't a lot.
Yeah.
But it's been interesting. It's been interesting because ultimately, at the end of the day, I would like to marry a Black man. I do want to marry a black man.
Would you ever date like a white man, or like not even white man, like outside?
There was for years. There was a period of time where I was strictly only dating interracially because those were the only men that would talk to me
In LA, right? Oh,
Yes,
wow.
and
Wow.
I am not a person that is on the apps. Like the apps ain't me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel it.
I would sign up and I would get off right away because I
Yeah,
crave
yeah,
human interaction.
yeah.
So I have dated white
Mhm.
men before. I had a Persian boyfriend,
Come
a
on.
Portuguese boyfriend, had an Italian boyfriend who was a soap star.
Really?
Yes,
Come
yes.
on. Making
And
some Mark
so
whiskey sour.
yeah, so I dated a variety, a plethora,
Mm,
if you will, of men. And
yeah.
it's nothing like dating a black guy, even though people understand the struggle. Like one of the white men I dated has a organization called Peace for Kids, and it targets at-risk youth in Compton, like in that area.
Mm-hmm.
And though he could empathize and understand what comes with being black, you're
Mm-hmm.
still not black. So you have privilege. Now you did
Man.
that you can't
How,
understand. Like it's just there's still certain levels.
mm,
So yeah.
how are
I,
those conversations? Oh my goodness. I
it
could
was dope. It
like
was dope. But here's
I
the
just
thing too
imagine
is
being well
go ahead.
I didn't cut you off, but like being in like being in a mixed relationship, for lack of better words, like it's especially nowadays when it's right in front of your face. Like I wonder how those conversations go. Like I've always wanted to ask my friends who, if whether he's dating a white woman or whether
Hmm.
she is dating a white man, like
Hmm.
what what are those, like when you see the, okay, boom, it comes across the screen, somebody's been shot, hashtag, okay, how's the conversation go? It's like, oh man, that's crazy. Is it crazy? Do you understand what's going on, Tanner? Or are you just trying to just, you know what I'm
Not
saying,
Tanner.
just jump in? You know what I'm saying? It's weird to
No,
me.
for me, I okay, one. I think I had a more intense conversation with my coworkers and trying to get them to understand. Like, I remember when Mike Brown happened, and I was at the airport leaving St. Louis when it happened.
Dang,
So,
that's crazy.
yeah, I was leaving, and I remember a
That's a way
friend,
to say goodbye. Wow.
it was a friend of mine tweeted the picture
Uh-huh.
of him laying on the app. I want to cry.
I remember it. I remember it. Yes.
Um,
Yeah, I remember it. I remember it. I remember where I was.
I remember like I'm at the airport
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I remember.
we know and it's the summer and we know how hot
Yeah.
that asphalt gets and how
Yeah.
hot it gets.
That's cooking that boy.
And even trying to explain that to a coworker who is Latina, and I'm like,
Mhm.
at the end of the day, like, and she's will be considered what they call like a white Latina.
Of course. Of course.
And
If
because
your hair
colorism
don't if your hair don't nap, then you just what it
so
is, man.
it's one of those things that happen and they experience colorism just how we experience it. It's the same
Mhm.
exact way. And
Mhm.
it's not publicized how
Mhm.
it is in our community, but a lot of other races experience what we experience. So
Mhm.
which is strange to me because I'm like, we are all alike in so many different ways, but there's so
Mhm.
many divides. White supremacy, assimilation, I get it. But I remember trying to explain to her and not knock her the fuck out about that shit. And you're like, well, they well the jury said this,
Yeah,
and I'm just like,
man.
but you're not from there, so you don't understand what that's like. And you are married to a white man.
Mhm.
You have access to so many different things.
Mhm.
Just because you are pale, at the
Mhm.
end of the day,
Mhm.
you still you still are a Latina. So
Mhm.
there's still certain privileges that you don't even have. You have them through your husband.
Right. Yeah. Facts. Like fact, I was working at. It's funny you say that that you were leaving the airport. I was working at the airport actually when that happened. And I remember weeks and months following. Obviously the uprising was happening, and I remember being at work and a lady was taking her daughter to WashU, right? She was, moving them in. It was August. Yeah, it was August because they visited school. Yeah. Yep. So, make a long story short, they were visiting school, and the daughter went to the restroom. So the mom kind of leaned in. I'm just like, okay. And she was like, I have a question. I'm like, yeah, what's going on? She was like, with everything going on, is my daughter safe? Is she gonna be safe here at the school? Because I mean, we're from a pretty diverse area in LA, and I'm just like, wow, like you thought to ask a black man about Ferguson. But the thing about it is, in the media, if you look through the media from the outside looking in, you would have thought Ferguson was like a whole like it was from the arch all the way up to Hazelwood. It literally like
you would think that because you would think that Ferguson, and I had to explain that to people. I said, okay, so how y'all have, which I would consider the valley out here. I'm like, we have counties, and within those counties are municipalities, and municipalities are like small suburbs, and we recognize them as their own town because a lot of them have their own mayors. Just like, so I live in. Technically, this would still be considered LA. And though it is Eagle Rock, Glass Hill Park, but we don't have our own mayors and things like that. Like we have like aldermen and councilmen and things like that, but it's set up similar. But I'm like, this is how we refer to them as. And so Tahir always cracks this joke where Dominique lives, the police force quit. And I was like, hold on, I'm not from Wilson. I'm from the west side of St. Louis.
Y'all look different. Y'all look different. Yeah. You probably got a gun on you right now. I'm just saying. People from the west side keep heat on them. So I'm sure you got one on you right now.
Y'all gonna stop saying that I had these guns, okay? So let the record show y'all I don't own a gun. I don't own a gun. Would I like to? I don't know if that's a good idea. I've been very reactive lately, so I don't think that's wise.
Oh, yeah.
At least I'm honest. I've been very reactive lately.
That's real.
I don't want to be reactive and have a gun on me because
you gonna air that whole bitch out. Like, you know what? Fuck this. Let me tell you what you not for. Oh shit! Oh, she's got a gun. She's from the west side.
With that said, anyway, let's reel this back in because I just feel that. So we talk about different dating interracially and different things that we experience dating, and I want to talk about the time that Issa and Lawrence kind of spent apart and they found their way back to each other. And I think that in those cases, people always say, oh, people do what's comfortable for them. But I feel like in this case, we have allowed these people to grow. And in the midst of that growth, they realized how important their person is to them.
Yeah, facts. I think that wait, I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
I think that it was for Lawrence. First of all, the way season 1 ended. Hey man, listen. I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people, a lot of men were. You know what I'm saying? I hate talking for other men, but if you follow Insecure and you watch Insecure the first season and you watch how it ended, you was like, hell yeah, nigga. Yeah, that's what nigga. Niggas was like, yeah, dog, we good. Come on, Lawrence, we good. Hell yeah, nigga. Niggas on the sideline like, yeah, Lawrence. Shit, that's how you finish it. But I think that Lawrence definitely went on a rampage. I think that he got burned too, right? He caught some shit, didn't he? Yeah, So my nigga was outside. I remember the episode where he it was like he was having a threesome or some shit. And they were asking him, like, are you ready again? And he was like, hold on, just give me a second. And they were like, just call that other guy. He was like, damn, I can't even get a minute to just recuperate. Like, damn. I'm like, whoa, Lord, that's hot. That's hot. But I mean, yeah, I think Lawrence was just an individual who put himself all into his relationship, but I think along the line he got complacent. You know what I mean? I think that somewhere along the line he just got real like comfortable. Because I mean, obviously he wasn't working. He was trying to get his business going.
He forgot her birthday, and then the last episode he remembered her birthday.
Yeah, I'm seeing. You know, you gotta like listen. Forgetting somebody's birthday. I've been there, but it's just you gotta.
You forgot somebody's birthday that you was dating.
Well, okay, not forget the birthday. You just forget to like either make the call or send the text. Be like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta like you bought. I bought something, but I forgot.
If I'm dating you, I'm gonna tell you the type of person that I am. Don't fucking text me and I'm sleeping with you. Happy birthday. Don't text me that bullshit. If you text me, it better be followed up with a phone call. I don't want. I am.
Them eyes got real bright just now. You was real. Don't fucking oof.
I'm serious. There's certain things I feel like. I don't want you to text me happy birthday. And like I said, it better be followed up with a Porsche truck.
Damn.
Money in my account or something. If you're gonna text me that bullshit. I'm very big on interpersonal relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had a whole thing happen where, because I'm used to, like, if I do something to hurt your feelings,
mm-hmm.
I don't want to send you a text message to apologize. I want to say, Dosia, you know what? I apologize. I fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the person on the receiving end of that was just like, we could have been through this.
Mm-hmm.
Had you just said you apologize, you could have sent me a message.
Yeah.
And I was like, when I said what I said to you and what I did, I use my words, so I feel like I should use my words and my voice to say I apologize.
I'm gonna carefully tee to this line.
Okay.
I'm not speaking for Lawrence, but I think that in the midst of trying to hit a home run in the sense of your relationship and trying to show maybe your partner that you can make something happen, you just I think he got lost. Like, I think he literally got lost in trying to make shit happen, and you add that with the fault of complacency, and you get your lady walking in who's been celebrated by all of her friends. Hey birthday, hey birthday, hey birthday, hey birthday. I was like, fuck. I felt the tension when that happened. So I mean, you can't expect a woman to be engaged with something that if you're not coming with that full energy. If I'm coming to you half energy and you coming full, you're gonna be like, come on now. Like, no, I won't. Don't send me no motherfucking text. I want flowers where my dinner reservation's at. I want my outfit picked out. I want to be picked up. If I'm getting an Uber, it better be an Uber XL. I want the driver to be clean in the suit. Like, you want to go out, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that you showing that you paying attention, that you listening. Because that's how you make it right. And I think that when he got dumped, she cheated on him, but it was because of the result of what he wasn't. Oh, that's a whole nother listen. That's a whole nother.
Okay, so here. Okay. So let's talk about this. This is gonna lead me to the next conversation. Because a lot of men wasn't acknowledging that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh,
yeah, a lot of men were not acknowledging the fact that there were
time out. I gotta jump off. I gotta jump out. No, just playing.
Yeah, there were a lot of things that happened that led up to that moment.
Yeah, I think,
and everybody was like, "Well, Issa shouldn't have done this, or Issa shouldn't have done that." But I'm like, but homeboy didn't do what he was supposed to do as a partner. And I understand life is happening, but it's about checking in and making sure people are good. And so I feel like he let his ego and what he was used to doing get the best of him. Like,
it has to be a real check-in. That's where your insecurities play. Like, you have to irony, insecure. That's where you have to let your insecurities show, because if you're allowing yourself to get wrapped in this relationship and you're not produced, like you can be, it's like you're present but you're not present. You feel what I'm saying? It's like you're in the classroom, but you know nothing's there. You just in the seat. But you need to be involved. You need to be listening. Like people evolve. And if you coming home and I'm expecting the same person every day, then I'm not paying attention. I'm not focused on what's going on. I'm not asking the right questions. Like legit, there needs to be like Lawrence probably should have. Lawrence could have done a better job. Damn, my nigga got cheated on. Damn. Lawrence could have done a better job of really just like saying what's going on, saying what's wrong. But like there was parts where Issa was like, I mean, you say you want to start the business, start the motherfucking business. But I'm like, yo, like he can't start a business if he don't got like, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't saying shit. So she's going with the assumption that, okay, this nigga don't care. I got somebody who's like obviously hitting my line. And he was just, just the typical, like, he got the chest all out, abs sculpted, and you know what I'm saying?
I got to Daniel.
Out of here, man.
I would have been totally okay, like Verna said, if Daniel had popped up, but it's cool. It's cool. Damn. Everybody else can pop, but Daniel can't.
Just saying, Daniel. Yeah, how you doing? You know, I'm a musician. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Issa. I'm like, hey man, that's who Lawrence should have popped off on when he was like, yeah. So he was like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? We talk, but we ain't there no more. I'm just like, damn, that's how you found out, bro. That's how you found out, Lawrence. But I mean, shit. I mean,
Then for him to low-key turn around and do some similar weird shit at that party, but okay.
Yeah.
That's none of my business.
He was there. He was outside. I mean, he was outside. He was in his feelings. And I'm talking about post breakup. But like, when who was the woman that he was with before Condola? I thought it was somebody he was with before Condola.
Oh, Caperna.
Is that who it was?
Caperna, yeah.
Not the bank teller, was it? That wasn't
no, that's Tasha. But Tasha called him out on some real shit, and it's a lot of niggas that do.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Don't do that. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh.
Tasha said the real thing, and they sliding under the radar, but it's a lot of fuck niggas out there.
You can't do that.
You get over on being
that was fucked up. Like, no, like that's don't like say something, right? Don't be the nigga to be like, yeah, I'll come to your family function and not think that you're not gonna be introduced to people, right? Don't be like, yeah, I got work shit. Like I was like, bro, that's fucked up. Like she's left alone with because she's thinking, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we starting something here. And he's like, no, I just got a relationship, but you cool as hell, you fine, we fucking, so I guess it's all good. And there was no real way to
right.
Well, there was a real way he should just said something, but he didn't. And that's how you get your family like, yo, where your little dude at? And y'all texting and just like, yo, like you could have said something. My family was out there. I was just doing this and doing that, but that's where the excuses fall, and that's where you look like an asshole. You know what I'm saying? That was fucked up. He did her dirty on that end. Like I don't know if that was kind of messy. But like I forgot who the woman was before Condola, but even when he met Condola, like, she sent him a text. She sent him a text message saying they had the baby. As a father, that hurt me. I was like, damn, Condola, like you told the nigga, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we don't need you. I'm keeping the baby, woo, woo, woo. But let me have a choice to come on,
right.
Man, don't do that. I don't get that bag. You don't get that bag. You can't see that shit through a video or a picture or no shit like that. Like, he's like, my baby being born. Come on, man. And then the sister ain't making no. Where we going? Because I don't want to. She was getting on my nerves. She was like, I guess, you know what I'm saying, whatever. I'm like, yo. Hey, I would have been like, hey, I'm here to see my baby. Can you get the fuck out my face? Like, just, you go over there. Go over there on the wall. Look out the window. I'm just going to just get this chest to chest with my baby, and you can say whatever you want when I leave. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it peaceful. Oh, that was hard to watch. I ain't gonna lie to you. That part was hard to watch. I was like, damn, she really just going in on this nigga. And Condola ain't gonna say nothing. Ugh. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to. I had a moment. I was like,
you was triggered. That's okay. This is we're having a dialogue. We're having a conversation.
Okay.
So okay. So
Welcome to
since
the
we
Whiskey
talk
Sour
about
Show.
levels to relationships,
Yeah.
Issa and Lawrence breaking them, getting back together.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about a headline that popped up, and you was kind of, I'm not gonna say in your feelings, but you were taking,
What I
you
say?
know,
What I say? What I
taken
say?
aback
Uh-huh.
by the headline of potentially Steph Curry and Aisha Curry being in an open relationship.
Oh, okay.
Look at you fluster, you're turning red.
I did. Well,
Light skin.
look, man. Okay. This is my thing. Love who you want to love, how you want to love. But I ain't gonna lie. I was hoping that they was just they was real. I was hoping that what I was watching was like, okay, that's it. Okay, we still okay. And not that they can't. Like if that's what they do, that's what they do. I mean, my nigga, obviously he's not affected on the court. My nigga's averaging 30 plus a game, like dropping threes from half court, $200 million contract. When you got bread, you can do shit like that, right? But I'm not gonna lie, I was bought in. I saw the Instagram posts. I saw the the together YouTube channel shit they was doing. And then I seen a blog site about some argument that was happening in the LA like lawyer's office, and so I started googling shit. It was I forgot what the blog site was. I ain't gonna lie to you, but nonetheless, I was like, damn, bro, like I really really hope that this is not the truth, and because obviously what happened with Del Curry, because he outside, that boy outside,
Hey
like
Dale, you can call me. I like old niggas.
yeah. Hey, shoot your shot, Dale. Ah! Yo, get you some whiskey sour in your life. Oh, shit. That's what I'm talking about. But like, I mean, it just was like it started adding up because at his game where he beat the record, she wasn't there. At the games leading up to that, where like what I'm saying, he could have got it and Golden State, and there was another game they played before he actually got it in New York. She wasn't in none of the games, and I'm just like, I mean, you would hope that you can make plans. I mean, you again, $200 million. You have some pull here to be like, hey, I ain't gonna make it. My man finna drop a three and finna win a record or shit. I need to be there. Wasn't
You
there?
do realize that she runs her own business, though. Like she has
I,
other business.
I feel that. And see,
business
I'm not trying to take away from my bag, but I'm
Okay.
saying, if we saying family first, right? Okay, even if let's say they have an open relationship, let's say that she dating whoever, he dating whoever, and they come together. You want to at least like I would if me and you dating. And we in an open relationship. You dating whoever, I'm dating whoever. We come together. If I'm dropping something special, I would expect at least like, okay, I know Dominique gonna be there, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying? She gonna be there. We go. Like, hey, so you'll be like, all right, bye. You know what I'm saying? But at least you feel what I'm saying? But I think about that whole like that dynamic, and then like you think about all the relationships that have like I was talking to Sleep about this. We was talking about this on our show actually, but like just posted a podcast by the way. But anyways, we was talking about I know, right? We was talking about how like the irony, right? That these relationships, the Steph Currys and Aisha, I guess they had an open relationship. There's been talk of I ain't gonna just name drop other basketball players because I just don't want to be that guy, but there's talk of other basketball players who are, just not being clean and how they moving. And it's just like, damn, nigga, like, what are you doing? So, anyways.
So is it safe to say that you are a hopeless romantic?
I am. I'm
and
not gonna lie to
that
you. I am you can put a period. You can put a period after hopeless romantic. Yes. I like the movie The Notebook. Yes. Shit. Let same outfits as Six Flags. Yes. Like it's Yep. Hopeless romantic. Ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
or is it PR? Because or maybe something was going to come to light, and this is the way to do damage control because their image is based in them being a family.
I mean, what like even in light of your daddy, and we talking about the Currys, right?
Yes.
So even in light of your daddy and your mama separating, like, what's the, because that whole family is connected. Like, you talk about, okay, boom, Steph and Aisha, right? Boom. Stephen Curry's brother is married to
Allie
Doc
Rivers.
Rivers' daughter.
Yes.
Then you got who
The
the fuck else?
Sadell married
His
to his
sister.
teammate.
Yeah, and then you got, like, I think it's Aisha's father is tied to some work with Under Armour. That it's a whole thing. But listen, $200 million, you can figure that shit out. Listen, all right, look, Pop, hey, we ain't working out no more. She, whatever. You good on payroll? Just make sure you minimize your lifestyle. Hey, look, Seth, I know I know you my brother, but y'all got to figure that out. You got your own money. Hey, take care of my little sister. Yeah, me and my daddy, we finna go Disney World. $200 million. We can work that out. We can work that out. We got money. We can work that out.
Like I said, you'd be surprised with this
terrible thing to
PR.
say. That's a terrible thing to say, but it's the truth. But I mean, it's also messed up because the other basketball player that I'm thinking about also, like, promotes that. And my thing is,
who? LeBron James?
man, you said what you say?
LeBron
Okay,
James.
cool. Yeah, nah, son, I'll be there. Daddy be there in a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Yeah. I ain't say that. I ain't say nothing. I just said basketball player. That could be an AAU player. That could be somebody play in the pro-am league somewhere. You ain't going. I ain't in LA. I'm in St. Louis. So anyways, but whoever it is, it just goes to, like, why push the why it just seems harder to push a lie than it is to, like, the truth hurts, and to live in your truth is gonna hurt, but it's not gonna hurt as much as you consistently, like, pushing this narrative of whatever. It's not real, because people break up. Like, it wasn't until legit, it wasn't until after I got divorced that I found out more and more people that I thought was in, like, happy relationships were not, and that divorce was just a natural thing. I'm just like, damn, like, you got divorced too? Oh shit, you feel me? So, like, I said that to say, like, when you talk about monogamy versus polygamy, yes, I would prefer to be with one woman. I want to put my attention on one woman. Listen, I don't have the attention to be trying to make her happy, Remember, no, it's too hard. Women are complex creatures. You know what I'm saying? And they evolve so rapidly. So you need to be in tune with who you're dealing with. Me, I need to be in tune with who I'm dealing with. So, I think off my head that if you ain't got the bread to play that game, then you just need to just stay in your lane. Bars.
Okay, so absolutely. Cheating is definitely a rich man's sport.
But is it cheating if it's an open relationship? Oh my God, what are you doing? What you got me in?
Dang, it's coming down outside. I just feel that
that's a good Lord telling you, wrap it up, okay?
No, it's not. But I'm just saying that, like, it's not cheating if you are in a open relationship, if that is what you have to do. So what works for you might not work for somebody else.
Exactly. But you always hear that anybody that are in open relationships is, you just have to have consistent communication. You have to but my thing is, you have to have that in any relationship you deal with. So why is there an escalated amount? Like, my thing is this: if me and you dating, right? Okay. And we in an open relationship, and you dating ABC 1, 2, 3, and here come 4 and 5, like, and you want to entertain them, I'm still here. Like, I'm still here. Like, what? Okay, you dealing with 1, 2, 3 ABC. They go 4, 5, but my nigga, I'm still here. Birthday down the street. Why? Hey, I don't want to share my time with them. You see what I'm saying? I want all of my Hennessy whiskey sour.
But do you also think? But if, like, what if it's something that I'm not getting from you, and no matter how many times I articulated that to you, you just can't give me that?
That's real. That's real. That's a conversation for you in the mirror. I can't force you. Listen, I can't force you to know that I want to be your forever everything, whatever you want to call it. I can't
Yeah.
do that. There's no way for me to do that. I would have no way of knowing that, right?
Right.
The reason I say it's a mirror conversation is because, like, okay, listen, he do everything in the alphabet except W, L, and M. And I just don't, them three, I need that. Like, I need to have that. And that's something you need to have. And I can't provide that. We got to have a conversation.
And
And
low
that
key,
conversation
what
gets
is
real.
that are key factors. So I'm like, okay, listen, you meet me at this level. I enjoy what we have going on.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes those could be core factors, but what we have, it does work,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't give me enough of those missing links. So is it that we get divorced, or do we figure out a situation that works for us? You're on the road. You have, what do they have, like 80 something games? Maybe
Yeah,
a little
80
more. I think
games.
they cut it
40,
down.
41 home games, 41 away games. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from October, when preseason starts, to when the season ends at May,
But Dominic, you can't. Okay, go ahead.
you have 3 months off of work for real, for real. Even in the midst of that, you still have to train. We might get a vacation where you take time off
How long?
for about a week and a half, maybe.
Got you.
And then you really, even before preseason, you are in training.
I'm trying to see something. Hold on.
It's nothing to see. The numbers are on the board. Shout out to Pusha T. Numbers on the board.
Hey, what you know about Pusha T?
That's my nigga.
I fuck with you. I love that. That's what's up.
And
he been in the league since 2009.
I'm just saying. So think about that. And you are married.
Dominique, I've been in the league. My response to you, since we playing role play. Come on, role play. I love the Whiskey Sour Show. I gotta come on this motherfucker more often. If I've been in the league since I thought it was before that. It might be before that. I don't know. This says 2009. I thought it was 2007. Whatever. We was already together before I got to the league. So you already know my stock was rising, name was rising, shit like that. Okay, boom. We've been in this thing since 2009, according to Google. I thought it was more than that. Whatever. It's gonna be 2022. You know what I'm saying? Merry Christmas, by the way. Merry Christmas to you. I don't know if I said that to you. Merry Christmas. Just want to make sure I threw that in there. Sorry. But it's just we've been in it so long. So when did you have this inkling to know that something might be different? Because the Under Armour deal came through. $200 million came through. $200 million. Nigga. Damn.
Okay, so you have to think of
not to mention.
Listen. I fuck with you. I get what you're saying. But it goes back to communication. And being able to understand and articulate. A lot of times, like homeboys is like, okay, if you're gonna date somebody that plays any type of professional sport, you probably really should date a guy that is retired. Because it's only so much time that they can give you. And if you know that you need more than that, you are setting yourself up for failure because that person cannot give you that.
But we're not even talking about that. We're talking about 2009. Okay.
I'm saying the nigga went to Davidson. Maybe she thought he wasn't gonna get
no, okay, that's cool. Okay.
Maybe she thought he wasn't gonna get.
Let's stay there.
Let's be real.
Okay, cool.
Maybe she didn't think, okay, if he get drafted.
2009. Let's go there. 2009. I get drafted.
Boom, he gets drafted.
Cool. I done hugged you on national television. Go ahead. Go off.
Maybe he doesn't turn into the Steph Curry that we know.
Introduce you on to everybody as my wife. Go off. It's cool. Everybody
that's what I'm saying. So in the back of her mind, I'm not making excuses for Aisha. I'm not making excuses for Steph. But you have to think, like, at our age, they were also very young. But as you get older, when I think about how I dated in my 20s versus my 30s, I'm about to be 35 in February, right?
Boy, hey, birthday.
So thank you. I think about the things that didn't even phase me in my 20s and now things that I desire and need in my 30s. Companionships for some people ain't at the top of the list, but we're getting older.
So,
We're you have been a mom for so long. So for so long, your image, your brain has been solely centered around your kids. That is, you built a career on that. You built a career on that, being the mom, being the stay-at-home mom,
so that's what I'm saying.
cooking.
So
So that's what I'm saying. But there's still certain things, like she said, where people was just like, I can't believe Aisha Curry is saying this. Like she wants to be desired and lusted after, like her husband.
yeah, I ain't
We
even
all
talking
want to
about
know we
that.
still got it. We all want to know that we still got it. If I go
Yeah,
out and hit these motherfucking streets in LA and I got a nigga at home, I still want to be turning
that's
head.
real.
I'm
That's
not
real.
going home with you,
Yeah,
but I want to know I still got it. And that was
exactly.
all she was saying. She wanted to be desired. But to me, in hindsight, now comes out, I was like, I don't think it's necessarily has nothing to do with any other nigga. I think it has everything to do with her relationship. She still wants to be desired by her husband. I don't think it's a
What?
coincidence that all of a sudden she got tone and shape after she had the third baby. And
You got
and
hella
I'm
in
not
shape.
saying she got it fillers, anything. And if she did, hey,
Well,
do what's best for you, boo. But
she
I'm
did that.
saying that there are certain things, like, we at the end of the day, that's cute and all, but if we got our person, I want to know that you still fuck with me, that you still find me attractive.
Exactly. So that's leveling up, learning your person. I can't listen. If I got this is just me, because anybody that knows me knows that multiple shit at one time. Hey man, listen, help Dosia out, because 4, 5, 6 things happen at one time. Nah, bro, we gonna have to, some
Yeah.
gonna get pushed to the mall. But like my thing is like, if we talk about communication, right, and
Mhm.
we just stand on Aisha and stuff. Like, okay, boom, Dave saying you didn't know if he was gonna make it in the league because you kept getting hurt. When them checks kept coming in, we were still there. There was no conversation. When I made the All-Star team, and then I made the Team USA, and I'm Steph Curry with the shot, no conversation. So unless this has been going on for how long, but
It
my
could
thing,
be.
it
And
could
we
be,
just not hearing about it.
totally could be. You know what? Boom. But my thing is, at what point was there ever a conversation to be like, yo, you are on the thing, you are out and about all over the world, and I'm stuck at home, and why don't you, like me, logically, I don't have $200 million, but I'll be like, Dominique, why don't you just come with me to China so you can see what the fuck I'm doing. Come with me to NBA Global Games in Africa. But you like, yo, I gotta do my show. We got $200 million. We can figure out how to do your show in Africa. Like it's plenty of ways to tie it in. You see what I'm
But yeah,
saying?
even within that, you still want to have a sense of who you are. We talk about motherhood and when
Right.
people get married and they feel like, and women consistently say, I feel like I lost myself. I forgot who I was as an individual because
Mm-hmm.
now, think about, for so many years, my body did not belong to me. Like, this is
True.
a conversation, even, having with my sister-in-law. She was like, girl, I've been pregnant for 2 years. What am I going to get like, I'm done after this. I want my body back. I want to
Mm-hmm.
feel like me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the toll that takes, just like how it did for Tiffany.
Mm-hmm.
And you still, like, even, let's say, even if I married a person with all this money and all this access,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still me. And I don't want to be somebody's shadow and let
Yeah,
this
thanks.
person define who I am just solely
Yeah.
based on a name alone and whatever it is that they do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that it was a journey of self-discovery for her, but in the midst of that, she felt like there was something that she was missing from her partner.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they have an understanding. Clearly, that's what the headlines say. All I know is gossip. That's all I know. The
I just
streets
hope.
talk out here. So that's all I know. What I'm
Oh,
saying is,
ah.
you can't fault her for not feeling like herself because her body didn't belong to her.
It's true.
And you can't fault her for wanting That's one thing to get attention from somebody else, but at the end of the day, I want it from my nigga. Just like Issa. You know, that had everything that her cheating on Daniel had nothing to do with Daniel or her. It had everything to really do with Lawrence, if we're really honest about it.
Mm-hmm.
And now here we are, and this headline comes out, and like I told you offline, if somebody, another person, if they don't stop slipping up and being messy, it's interesting to see how they're gonna twist that narrative and control that.
And but you know the other thing is, the other thing about that is, first of all, money takes care of shit. Like it just does.
It
Money take
does,
care of
but
shit. But
so,
the emotional piece, right, is that if you look close enough, you can low key see it already, right? You can low key see the things that the red flags, if you will. And when it comes to relationships and communication, like a lot of times, like if people, it goes back to not doing the work on yourself. Like as far as we take it all the way back to Lawrence. Like there was no talk with Lawrence about therapy, that I heard in the show. There was no talk with Lawrence about, like, I think there was barely talk of him about talking to his parents. Like I think only a number of times on there were his parents, right? Am I right?
It was like one episode where his daddy popped in and pretty much was like on some alpha male.
Yeah.
Shit. But that's
And
what I
then
mean. I mean, and everybody.
Even with the last episode, he was like, "Hey son, did you get that paperweight? Yeah, I got the paper. Okay, I'm gonna talk to your mom. Like, no kind of, I'm proud of you. How you doing? Let's tap in. Like, I take note of that, even as a father. But my thing is with Lawrence, the accountability piece, and I don't. Oh my goodness, I'm not endorsing cheating behavior. Let me say that I'm not endorsing cheating behavior, but when your home isn't secure, you say what?
But are you?
I'm not endorsing it. But my thing is, when you don't secure your home, when them four walls get brittle, like shit can see through. Like your shit gotta be tight. Like you gotta
explain it to my ex-boyfriend from years ago and let him know that, like, because apparently his life is a shit show because of me, and it has nothing to do with me. And I was honest, and I said, every time you say some bullshit, even if it is into the Twitterverse about a disagreement that we had, every tweet is a crack in our foundation, and a house needs a foundation to stand.
Yeah, man. You got, but see, but also, it can't be like cloudy words. That shit got to be cement. Like in that foundation comes from mirror conversations. You have to. And I didn't know this back then, and I don't know if Lawrence, I don't know what the play was around Lawrence therapy, whatever. But if you're not in therapy, if you're not doing something to exercise your thought process on how you engage and become present and explain how you feel, explain your insecurities, and lose the alpha male ego bullshit, you will find yourself in the same position every single time. And I think that's the result of what happened with Lawrence in the beginning. Like typical, like you was in love, shit falls through, you go on a fucking rampage, literally. Like he every episode, I was like, oh, Lawrence, you better go ahead, dog. I see you out here, my boy. But even in that, after it's over, after it's done, you find those moments where he has that blank Lawrence look on his face because it's not fulfilling. You know the look. I know the look. He has this blank face because it's not fulfilling. It's not, quote unquote, what you want to go home to. So you stuck chasing that feeling, and it's an ongoing game. So when it comes to that with Lawrence, with polygamy, monogamy, Steph Curry, Aisha Curry,
whoever else,
I ain't even nope. It's a matter of the communication piece, but then also, like, have you had a talk with yourself to know if this is even you? Like, if I'm bringing it to you, if we date and I'm bringing it to you, like, yeah, so I want to bring, what I'm saying, whatever and whatever, because you seem to just not be giving me what I need. Like, okay, wait, what, are we putting fake expectations on Dominique? Like, where'd you get this thing that she can't do the thing with the twirl with the world with the curl the girl? Like, when you how you know she can't do that? Did you ask her? Did you show her maybe a way that you like? Did we go through every single resource before we jump to saying, okay, I want to bring in Tanya, Tamika, Larika, what I'm saying?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like the option is, okay, we gonna go easy with it. I'm gonna just find somebody who's willing to do it because I got $200 million. 200 million, motherfucker. Did you know what
like
I
I
would
said,
do?
you gotta pay to play, baby.
Look at you. Now
you gotta pay to play, and that's not. But like I said, cheating is a wealthy man, a rich man's sport.
Is it? Because
it is. I mean, it be broke niggas and bitches and basic bitches falling for that shit. I'm not dealing with it, and it's just like I said, a lot of people probably have shit put in place, or they doing damage control, to uphold certain images. Trust me on that. But I think with that, we are going to wrap up the show.
Damn, how long been? Oh, it's 6:30.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Had me
No, I want to revisit this so we can maybe have this as like a series or something and talk about it. We bring multiple people on where we all converse about love and relationships, because this is real. This is a real raw conversation that we're having.
Facts.
And it's interesting to see how we navigate these spaces day in and day out, and I tell people, even about me dating out here, I'm like, it's not as easy as you think. It's not. And so tell everybody where they can find you.
Man, I just posted podcast. I am one half of the group. You know what I'm saying? Gotta go to sleep. My dog. Bad Boys a podcast, whatever you want to call it. Dosia is my name on Instagrams. It's Dosia. Just put like the little underscore in between each letter. That's my name. You know what I'm saying? I be forgetting to put it on the little thing because whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, that's where you can find me at. Yeah, love and relationship. That love shit's weird, man. Love is fucking weird. I just, it's because it's just love is its own language for whoever is talking. Like I heard that on the podcast. Love is whatever language it is to that person talking, because they have their own love language. They have their own love experience that was example to them. Then they took that example, made it for what they thought it should be, and then like presented it to you as, hey, here I am. Here's who we're dating. So yeah, it's been a whole hour and a half. I didn't know we was on for this long. Like, you see what I'm saying? And I bet that rain in LA is like perfect. I bet it feels like, no, it's some shit. Okay, whatever.
I want y'all to know that y'all can like, subscribe, and share the podcast.
Go Black Girl, go.
By the end of 2022, it is my hope, my prayer, I'm manifesting it, to have an official whiskey sponsor.
Ooh.
And y'all gonna make me independently own and operated with my candles and my content, because I'm gonna get ads.
I gotta get some candles. Yeah, thanks.
Yes. Cash at me.
Yeah, buy from Black women. All right, whatever. You could have been like, I'm making pillowcases. Fuck it. Okay, I need one. I don't know.
No, I want to expand out also with the brand. Y'all, I gotta go, because for real, I gotta clean out my refrigerator. They're about to deliver this refrigerator. I gotta go. I told her 4:30, so I gotta go.
Yeah, you got, okay. It's all good.
I gotta go. So I'm gonna hit you. We're gonna have a part 2 of this conversation, because I want to stay here.
Part 2.
And talk about it. Because it's a very, like I said, we're all dating and navigating spaces, and a lot of us are single. newly divorced navigating these spaces. So I think this is a dialogue that is important and that we all need to have with each other, so we know what to look for going forward and what to not expect from other people, but to expect from ourselves, and how we can give the best version of ourselves to our partner.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna see y'all back here next week. Thank you. Don't forget to shop the candles, saint-angeles.com. And I'm also gonna do something different, kind of similar to Beyonce. You know, I give y'all little pockets on Instagram. I'm gonna give y'all the full thing on my website. I'm gonna send y'all there. So with that said, thank you for listening, and I will see you guys here next week.